rushing. I am late, and I'm just going to try and rush and set up. It is windy, it is cold, we've got a lot of wild weather, so I'm just going to try and set up as quickly as I can. I know you can't see much here, but I'm just rushing. Two minutes, F16. So I'm here this morning. I'm actually testing new GF lens. I've got the 20 to 35, which equates in full frame to about, I think it's about 16 to about 24, 20, 25, something like that. Which means I'm back to my favourite focal length. I don't like that light sat behind this jetty, this crane. So I'm wondering if I use it and hide it behind the crane, will that help the composition? I'm adjusting the polarizer to take the majority of the water, that glare off that water if I can. I think that will work. That works quite well. I'm coming down now to about 50 seconds, focused on that crane. So I've been here before, but the water was nowhere near as high as it is today. So if you want to have a look at that and do a comparison, I'll put a link in the description so you can have a little look. But yeah, nowhere near as high as it is today. Right, I'm just going to focus directly in on this jetty, and that's giving us around about a 1/6 of a second. I'm going to probably drop the ISO down a touch and see what we can get. About 1/3 of a second. I want a long exposure here, a minute or so. So let's just throw on our filter kit, and I'm going to adjust as normal, adjust my polarizer. At the moment that's using the polarizer, darkening that water. I'm not sure if I want that or if I want the glare, but I'll just, you have to watch the sky because it's sometimes vignettes horribly dark light up in that sky, so I may have to take a couple of shots and blend that one in with the darker one, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. I just want that light. I don't want that sky to be vignetted because it's awful to try and get that out. So that's just 0.25 of a second. It's ISO 50. That's usually 1 for a 6 stop. So it should give us about 15 seconds with a 6 stop. I'm going to try that and just see how smooth that water gets. Just throw that on, just do a test. 6 stop on. It's saying 25 seconds. I think that's probably a bit too long, so I'm just going to pop it into manual. Bring it down. Watching the histogram. Giving us 20 seconds, it says. Let's give that 20 seconds and see what we get. I would probably want a little longer to see if I can smooth out that water a touch more. That's 20 seconds with a 6 stop. Be probably too long with a 10 stop, so it would be 40, 80, 160, 160, 320, 320. So that's 240. Yeah. It's about 5 minutes-ish, 6 minutes. That's 6 minutes. So if I bring the ISO up to 100, I'm playing it by ear now, so I double the ISO half the time, so it's about 3 minutes. And if I bring it down just a touch to say F14, the 10 stop, that might give us 2 minutes. I've got a feeling it'll be longer than that, but we'll try it all the same. Might bring it to F13 and try 2 minutes. Throw the 10 stop on. And remember, we've locked our focus, so I can change these quite happily. It's not going to move. Yeah, no, it's actually saying 2 minutes. To save that sky, I am going to put on a soft grad. Take off before. It's 0.9 again. Again, that's just to pull in that sky a little bit. Make sure we don't blow out any of those highlights up there. F14, ISO 100, 2 minutes. Fingers crossed, let's see. I do love this jetty. With the water being so high, I think it's given it a brand new look. The sun's rising very quickly, and what I don't want it to do is to break over those clouds. So let's very quickly, while we get the chance, come and take this image. I should be able to focus fairly close in. Lock that focus. Pop on this 10 stop. That light is rising, as you can see. And there is a bright light, but we'll capture that all the same. It's been flooding over in the east, on the east coast, probably about 10, maybe even 12 weeks ago, and that has worked its way down through the river system, especially the River Murray, which is enormously long river here in Australia, and it empties out here into the sea in South Australia. So that water's worked its way down over the last, say, 12 weeks. And it's arrived here, and it really has changed this landscape. I did want to come down here and just try and capture one last shot of this little jetty, but it seems that the sun has broke free and it may thwart us. So we'll just go for it and see what we can do. Focus in on that jetty itself. I think we'll just go for the 2 minutes. While the 10 stops on, let's not change it and see what we get. These jetties are never straight, so we'll just have to do the best that we can. So we'll just level it out, and then the question is how much foreground to sky that we have. I think probably a nice little mix, about like that third sky. I'm just going to check if it's central, that jetty, and it is. So that should do us quite nicely. Let's go for it now that the sun is right at the end of this jetty. I do feel that there may be some of it will be slightly blown out, and if it is, I'll take a second. If it is, I'll take a second shorter shot for that sky. But we've got some cloud moving in front of the sun, which will help us an awful lot in terms of just dampening that light down. So fingers crossed. Thank you for joining me here at Malang. Floods and sunshine notwithstanding, I hope we've got some good images, and I hope you've enjoyed this little journey.